Hello and welcome to St. Paul's TV. I'm Anish Narda and let's look into the weekly bulletin. First, the headlines. The Human Rights Protection Cell organized a guest talk on critical thinking. Electoral Literacy Club organized a guest lecture in association with BPAC on electoral literacy. The Department of Journalism and Mass Communication organized a one-day workshop on information literacy framework. The college celebrated the Feast of the Conversion of St. Paul in the campus. The 74th Republic Day was celebrated along with the chief guest, Lieutenant Commander Venkatesh KR from the Indian Army. Now, the news in brief. The Human Rights Protection Cell, in association with Innovation of Council of India, organized a one-day seminar on critical thinking and epistemology in developing original ideas, with educationalist A.H. Sagar, who graduated from the University of Edinburgh, Scotland, enlightened the students with his presence.
The seminar was very insightful, with Mr. A.H. Sagar demonstrating the importance of critical thinking and epistemology in developing original ideas. He further emphasized on signs of communication such as constructing a strong base, developing one's skills, and the ability to conclude to facts. He suggested that schools and colleges should infuse practicals in their curriculum to encourage students to orient towards research mindset, to critically think about the teachings and to develop questioning ability. Let's connect to our live reporter Shrishti.
I always believe that without theory there can't be practice, and without practice, practice and theory ought to go together. I always say that theory without practice is like sterile, won't go anywhere, and practice without theory is blind. So they need a healthy mix of theory and practice.
Guest lecture on electoral literacy and voter ID registration drive was organized by Electoral Literacy Club in association with BPAC as part of National Voters' Day celebration.
Mr. Anand Tirtha, board member of BPAC, and Mr. Raghvendra HS, program lead of BCLIP and BPAC, served as resource persons for the guest lecture on electoral literacy and voter ID registration drive, showcasing an informed citizen is a good citizen. Students were taught on what basis to choose the right candidate on merit to expect development for the future of Bangalore city.
Father Nitin Joseph, Academic Director of St. Joseph College of Communication, Media Village, Kerala, conducted a one-day workshop on information literacy framework for the postgraduate and undergraduate students of journalism and mass communication.
The session between the students and Father Nitin Joseph motivated students to enhance and to develop critical thinking. He gave insights on fake news, fact-checking, Web 3.0, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and the recent trends in media.
Web 3.0 is on the way. There are a lot of research happening around with web cameras, XR glasses, and so on. Meta has invested a lot, and also Tesla has invested a lot of money, and we will be getting an immersive experience of journalism. Like, okay, Bharat Jodo Yatra was happening recently, and when we are watching this news, there will be a reporter going along with Rahul Gandhi, and also if we are having this VR glasses, what would happen is we'll feel like we are traveling with him in the Jodo Yatra, and we can see all what is happening around this Yatra and so on. This is what the upcoming journalism is. Journalism 3.0 is.
Paulites celebrated their patron St. Paul's conversion on the occasion of St. Paul's Day. The celebration of the feast is celebrated all over the world.
To quote our chairman, Reverend Father Joseph T.C., St. Paul was the greatest Christian missionary to have ever lived. St. Paul's conversion from Saul is the moral significance that this institution carries on by being more passionate and devoted to our mission.
Lieutenant Commander Venkatesh KR was the chief guest on the pleasant occasion for the celebration of 74th Republic Day. The unfurling of the national flag was the highlight of the day.
Lieutenant Commander Venkatesh KR motivated the students to pursue their dreams, be resilient and not give up on them. He showcased the fact that failure is a motivation to work hard and to follow your goals.
Basically, I would like to divide my strategic operations and planning experience into one is at sea, one is in base. So at sea, when I say it is about all about how I onboarded a warship. So basically, my primary duty is all into piloting the warship from A to B. So my motto, my Indian Navy motto, where I'm posted, is always about be prepared for war. So every second I'm on a ship, we sail out. We always prepare for war. We create scenarios for war. So as an officer, I'm expected to lead the men, work with the men, so that the ship sails safely, and we prepare. We do carry out all our missions to 100%. So every day, in and out, we are always prepared for war.
Thank you for watching this week's news bulletin, the weekly roundup from the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. See you next week. Goodbye.